All right, friends, let's go through the steps to make this collaborative quilt piece as simple as possible. Okay, so you're going to follow along with me. You need, for this project, a placemat. You need 2 pieces of paper, 1 square and 1 triangle, and they need to be completely different colors. A glue stick, and in a moment you will need some construction paper crayons. So this is what you need to get started. Make sure you have everything that you need. Okay, first off, what I need for you to do is to put glue all over the back side of your triangle. Make sure you're doing this on top of your placemat. That way if you get glue somewhere, it's going to be on the placemat and not all over the table. So enough glue to cover the back. Just be careful. You see how I left just a tiny bit of a gap around the edge so that I'm not really getting it all over the place. Okay, once you're done doing that, this is how you're going to place it. Try to very carefully match your corners. If there's a little gap, that's okay. Sometimes my paper cutter doesn't cut exactly square. So just match it up as best you can and then rub that flat. If you got any kind of glue, little bits of glue on the front side of your paper, you need to rub that until they dry up, okay? So you have just glued that on so that you have your square with your triangle glued on. Once you're done with that, put the lid on your glue stick and get ready for the next step. Okay. Pause even if you're not done and look up at the video so that you can see this next step. This is really easy, but you need to see this. You don't need just to hear me talk about it. You need to watch what I'm doing. I need for you to pick a crayon, and I'm just going to choose a gray one, and we're going to draw some lines before we add some color. So pick a crayon, it doesn't matter what color, but a crayon that will show up on both your colors. So gray should show up on my green as well as my orange. Okay, so everybody watch me first so that you understand exactly what to do. So your square, you need to turn it so that it's like a diamond. And what you're going to do is start at the top point, and you're going to draw straight lines to the middle and stop. Okay, so, and I would say 3, 4, 5 lines. I wouldn't do like a ton, but you'll see what we're going to do in a second. So draw a line from the point to the middle and stop. Draw from the point to the middle and stop. From the point to the middle and stop. I think I'm going to do one more, and it doesn't matter how they're spaced. They can be kind of close together, they can be really far apart. And draw and stop. Okay, so I did 4 lines, and that's fine. I started at the point each time, and I came to the middle and stopped. And then I'm going to turn it around so that now my other point of my diamond is pointing up. So I had it like this first, just flip it around like this. Okay, and I'm going to repeat. My lines do not have to match the lines that I've already done. Okay, so I'm going to draw from the point to the middle, from the point to the middle, from the point to the middle, from the point to the middle. I may draw another one. From the point to the middle. Okay, so every line starts at the point, goes to the middle, starts at the point, goes to the middle. So regardless of which side you start with, it's going to be exactly the same. Okay, and your middle is a horizontal, like, dividing line right here. Okay, so from the point to the middle. So you take a moment and draw your lines. Okay, 3, 4, 5 lines from the point to the middle, from the point to the middle, and then rotate your paper around and do the same thing again so that all your lines are coming to this horizontal, remember horizontal goes from right to left, horizontal line in the middle. Okay, so your next step is this. I need for you to color, you just basically made some stripes. So I want you to color in some of your stripes, okay? On this paper, let me move the one that I just did out of the way. So it was a yellow paper with a purple triangle attached. And if you look, you can still see yellow and you can still see purple, but I have added some stripes and they look like triangles. I have added those with different colors. So on this paper, you're basically doing the same thing. So pick colors that are going to show up and you're going to fill in some of your stripes. Okay, so on my orange paper right now, I am not going to color over the entire bit of orange that is showing. So like I'll do a stripe and then I will probably skip this space, okay? And then I'll do a stripe and maybe skip a space, or I could do 2 stripes in a row. But basically you're filling in, and do you notice that I'm filling in solidly? So I'm not coloring messy, I'm doing it nice and neat, and I'm filling in between my lines and I'm stopping at the middle. Okay, so I just used white. Pick different colors when you do this, and let's say I wanted this to be another stripe right here. So I'll do this one. Remember what I said, coloring solidly, neatly, and I am not filling in my entire orange space. So I have an orange space here, and I'm probably going to leave this space orange, and then I will do orange right here, and then I'll color in this last stripe. So you're coloring some and you're leaving some the color of the paper. Okay, so coloring neatly, you're stopping at the middle. So that's that. And then when you're done, you can just rotate that around and repeat. Okay, so maybe I want to leave this lime green alone, but I want to color this in. So you are doing that, and the end result is something that should look kind of like this, where you have your colors and you can see they all started from the point and they ended at the middle, regardless of how you turned it. But make sure that your middle is horizontal. Okay, so keep that in mind, that that's how that's going to look when you get done. And I can't wait to see all of them put together on our collaborative quilt.